mad questions, and then when you try, and they know like the more questions they ask, the more lies you're gonna run out of. So you just end up telling them like, "All right, I just got you something." Like, hey, so many questions. Why was you out so long? I had to get gas. You got an electric car.
That's Jay. That's Jay.
I was charging.
That's Jay. I had to put my phone and the car on the charger.
You're now tuned in.
You're now tuned in.
You are now tuned in.
You're now tuned in.
You are now tuned in
to the Juxtaposition Podcast.
Little walk down memory lane. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to episode 73 of the Juxtaposition Podcast, aka the Extraordinary Nobodies, aka the Starting Five, aka the Five Heartbeats, aka the Four Hubbies and Impossible, aka the Positivity Podcast. I'm your host, Arsenio Hall. You know, we got the OGs in the building. You know what I mean? The people that you can expect to see each and every week. Got CEO in the building.
Yeah, what it do? As Buster would say, aha. I
don't know if Buster said that since like, when was the last time he said that shit? Like
that song, probably what it is right now.
Khalees.
Buster got some classic ad libs. He got that.
All over the track, man.
He do. I mean, Woo-Ha in itself was an ad lib.
Woo-Ha,
the whole song
sure.
is an ad lib.
For sure.
That's funny.
Y'all listen to that in the church, Cleveland?
Yeah, of course we did. Kirk Franklin had
What's the gospel version of Woo-Ha?
I didn't think he had Woo-Ha, but what did he have at the end of Revolution? All my real live saints, throw your hands up. Throw your hands up.
Because he almost cussed. Yeah, he about to say all my real live niggas. Like that was the Buster shit.
Put my cross where your eyes can see.
Yeah, he had that. He had
put
that.
My cross where your eyes can see. I mean, you know how they have kids bop? They need to have like God bop. They need to have like the gospel version.
Do, right? No?
Do they have it? Like a gospel version of every hit?
Well, Kanye was kind of doing that with that Sunday service. Like them Sunday service date, like, yo, when I heard So Anxious, but it was, what was it? So Sancted or something like that?
I don't know, but
I was a little nervous.
The SWV Rain joint is
no, that's hard.
Rain. I didn't hear that
joint go so hard.
I'll be playing the other joint every Sunday, even just cause like I want to halfway go to church sometimes. So I'll be like, yo, I need a little flavor, but I don't want to seem too heathen. What's the joint that Kanye? Remember Cleveland when I first heard the Sunday service joint? Damn, it's not Holy Rollers.
Don't worry about it. We ain't got time for you to think about it.
The joint is fire though, yo. That made me feel good about myself. So I was like, all right, cool.
Something that can meet you where you are. It's like half heathen, half gospel.
Pretty much.
But yeah, Poppy Poppy, what's going on, brother? What's shaking?
Man, chilling, living life, getting prepared for the arrival, and that's it, man. Working, taking care of my family.
We'll see about that. Such a responsible thing to say. Whenever you check in with your boys, like, what's going on, bro? How you feeling? You know what I mean? Just working, taking care of my family. It's like, I know, nigga, you ain't been in jail. Clearly you working, taking care of your family. But what I was going to ask you was, how you feeling? Like, are you feeling more anxious as the days go by? Or you're like, nah, I got this. It's nothing.
And excited anxiety, like excitement, not like anxious and like just like in a negative way. But just excited, man. It's like, just get to meet this person that's been baking for, 9 months and see what her personality is like and see what she looks like and all of that. All of that's exciting to me. You know what I mean? And I'm looking forward to it. And then thankfully I have a job where I get a decent amount of time off for
6 months
parental leave. 6 weeks.
6 weeks.
I guess 6
weeks.
6
months. That's dirty, bro.
6 months.
Yeah, I wish.
But that's the type of
women 6 to 8. Yeah.
In tech, they're getting crazy. I think on my side, they give women have 6 months, up to 6 months, and men have 4 months. I think women have 26 weeks and men have 16 weeks.
I could take like up to 16 weeks with whatever the FMLA or whatever, but then then my bread gets impacted. You know what I'm saying? Like so, like I'm gonna rock with the 6 and see how it is as we get as we get further along. But
I'm gonna
man,
tell me
my
keep it
old job, I
beans.
ain't getting nothing at all. My old
If I'm
company.
out the game for 2 months, bro, what do I do at work? I don't even know what I do. Like,
Look,
Like
you like
you
that
actually
meme that's
vacation
going
for your
on.
stuff.
Now, Var like that meme that I don't never do shit at work. I don't never do yo, so I'm
I
just over
wish.
here wasting company time. Yo, it's a whole song. You hear that shit? I'm gonna
That's
send to
one.
you.
Yo, I was talking to somebody about. I've been working from home for more than 2 years now, right? And
Hmm.
when I was working like in the office, I would get in that joint 10 o'clock. I was leaving that joint 3 o'clock. At home, I probably start working at 8:30, and I'm done working like 5:30. So I work more at home. And you know what I don't take advantage of? Naps. I don't take naps, and I wish that I don't even have time to take naps.
You
So,
bugging. I don't either, but if I had your situation, oh, that would already be in the calendar,
yo,
and my away email would be up. Like,
you think so, yo, you think so, but like I don't know if Cleveland, you got the same situation, but like I'm strapped, bro. Like I'm always in a
Yeah.
meeting. I'm always doing something. And
It's harder
if
to delineate the time, like your start and stop times when you're working from home too. Like when you're going
yeah,
into the office, it's like you got to drive to work.
yep,
That's your time to like not do anything, and then when you're driving back to work, same thing. But like when you're home, it's like you can stop working kind of, but then you're
right.
thinking about something and you pop back on real quick to see what's up, and it's harder to
And like
delineate the
people are
time.
more forgiving is not the right word, but people understand more. Like for me, when I left at 3 o'clock, it's because traffic is crazy. So it's like, yo, all right. And if you got to finish something else at work, I mean, at home, you like they ain't tripping. But I just feel a responsibility to like knock certain shit up before I wrap my day up. But
yeah,
yeah,
but in that, bro, like, yo, listen, let me explain something to you. Maybe this was back in the day, but I remember. I wish the chef was on here. There was a period of time, right, where we worked. It was so crazy because like James is the only person I never worked with. Like we've had so many jobs that I've worked with you, Var, when we did the things.
yep,
Remember, and
remember.
me and Cleveland had the foot action game rocking, and we worked with
Same all
Chris.
different gig.
Yep. And so me and
Mhm.
Kev worked at Senlar, the
Hmm.
mortgage people company, the loan buying people, right? So we worked in the customer service. But this is like Sherm Ave days. So we going out like $2
Right,
Tuesday.
yeah.
We like James said last week, we go to Onyx $2 Tuesday. And Wednesday we hurting. Like Kev
Oh
would come
no.
in there smelling like yesterday's Hennessy.
Oh
And
my
and
God.
then yo, but no lie, we would make sure we took our break at the same time. Like I'll send
Go
him a
right to the
message on the
go
computer.
right to the car, take a nap.
What? Yo, lean that shit back, put put the fucking coat over your face, like so it blocked the daylight. Yo, it was out, son. It was
But that
crazy.
was a wild time. Not a wild time, not for y'all, but like I remember, and I probably told this story in the pod before, where I went to Kathmandu one of the nights before, like a Thursday night, had to go to work Friday morning, and I had one of the kids, and I worked in mental health. I had one of the kids in like a little quiet area because he was acting a goddamn fool, and he was like, "You smell like alcohol." I was like, "You little motherfucker,
First
shut
of
the."
all, why? First of all,
Why you know
I
alcohol
know you
smell?
was. I know where you was when you was working at that point, but like only they would know exactly what
Yeah, good
alcohol
old
smell
Yeah.
like.
Trenton, New Jersey. The kid
Yo,
was like
yo, he
6.
didn't even say like you smell funny or you smell like
Nah, you
Right.
smell like
alcohol.
alcohol. You know what? You
He
know what?
pointed at you. He pointed up. You smell like alcohol.
You know what's worse? Like I knew the night was crazy beforehand. I probably went to bed for like 2 hours, and I asked my peers at the office, like, "Yo, do you smell like alcohol coming from my pores?" And it was like, "Nah, you straight." I'm like, and you know when you let me speak for myself. When you know something's fucked up and you're looking for confidence in somebody else, even if you know they're not truthful, it gives you like, all right, cool. Like I knew I smelled like alcohol. I was waiting for them to let me know that. You're like, yeah, yeah, you do. They were like, nah, you good. I
Yeah.
was like, for real? Okay, good. I'm straight. I'm good. Man, that little kid was like, why the fuck you smell like alcohol? So all that to say, when you're working in the office and going to an office and you had a long night before, I don't have those nights anymore. A long night for me is 8:45 outside. If I get to 11, woohoo, we're doing something right that night. But
Nah,
I
man.
don't really get out like that.
I ain't built like that no more. I can't. I can't wake up in the morning. If I were to do that now, I wouldn't be able to wake up in the morning.
Work
I
for
I
have to
just
take the
me.
next day
I
off.
do. Like what you mean on your day off
No, I'm saying like
Nah,
in
you got
like
work the
if I
next
were to
day.
in
do
general?
like yeah, go somewhere, be out late, try to sleep
you
for
know
2
what?
hours and go
You
to
know,
bed.
I still thug it out, but it sucks. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You know
Y'all
what?
know I
You
be
know
a
what's
zombie.
different. You know what's different. Our lives are much different because we're away from the crew. Like we're away from the community.
Very
If
true.
we were in Jersey, we
Oh
may have
yeah,
those nights, right?
it's
And
gonna
it'll
slip up.
right.
Yeah.
And we probably have them a lot more. Like we'll
Think
probably go to
about
one of
it.
y'all houses.
Chapter anniversary might be
Right.
something,
Right.
or right
Right.
now, yo, like the NBA finals might be during.
You're
There's a
right.
Wednesday,
You're
yo,
right.
we coming over, and we didn't watch the game and got sipping, and before you know, the back of your eyes hurt.
Yeah, you know what else? You know what the ill part about it is, and we'll get to the topic in a minute, is it will be at people's cribs or like at a bar versus like going out somewhere. It
Oh
would
yeah,
be
we don't
like
clubs. We
we'll
don't
be
do
at
clubs.
1911 or we'll be at your house, James' house, something like that versus like going to a place.
Which is crazy, yo, because we're like technically, I think it's a cycle, yo, because my parents did that, but then now my parents go out because there's nobody in the house and all their friends live
Oh,
far. But like us, it's so crazy because think about what you just said. Us going out is like, I'm just going to this dude's house, like that, and you might live like a mile away, like,
right.
but
Yeah,
that's
y'all see
us
each
going
other.
out.
Yeah.
Like after this, like there's a game on. I'm gonna go downstairs and kick it with my neighbor, like to watch the game with
You
him.
said with
So
your what?
neighbor.
Oh, I thought you said a different N word, but it sounded like you said an
Nah,
ER. I'm like,
nah,
yo, where you
nah.
from? I was like, yo, I know he ain't tripping, yo.
He
Yo,
got offended. He said, "I know you ain't said the ER, bro. Like, nah,
And
you
like,
ain't
but
say."
I don't. It wouldn't have even. I don't even know why it bothered me like that. Like, I guess
it's
I
the
don't
rubber
know.
bands. It's the rubber
Oh, okay.
bands.
No
That
problem. Been there, done that. I respect it.
yeah, this is a whole Braces alumni crew for real. Like I
You're
don't
dead ass.
want a 3-man weave or some shit right now. Um but yeah, let's dive into the topic at hand. I was having you know how you walk around, you had those internal thoughts and like I don't know what hit me, but I was like, yo, how would I know if my girl don't like me no more?
That's a
Hmm,
weird ass question, but
How
you'll
like
that
know.
is
how
an interesting question.
How would I know? Because I pride myself on self awareness, right? Like, and sometimes you got to be in tune with like what shit is going on. I also pride myself being able to read the room and being like, oh, this ain't happening no more. So I kind of reverse engineered in my mind. Like, this is the first question that I want to talk about. Is like, do you think you still fine to your wife?
No.
And how you know?
Just said no flat out.
Only when I go out and she ain't coming with me, then all of a sudden, right? Like,
But
where
how
you
you?
going?
Okay, okay, there it is. There it is. It ain't the compliment. It's the
Yeah.
where you
It's the where
going.
you going.
Oh, you going
Yeah.
out, huh?
Why? Why? Ladies, let us know that we look good on a regular day, not when we going outside without you. But anyway, keep going, so.
It's just not supposed to be, I guess. Like the way the order of operation of the rules work is like we don't really get compliments, like
No,
just in general. Like you know what I'm saying.
That's
So
true.
like you, oh that look nice. Like if I said that look nice with that lackadaisical effort to
oh
her, it
no,
would
you
be.
might as well not have said nothing.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, oh, so it turns into, oh, I should change, or oh, I don't
Hmm.
like. That's not what I said, but because of the tone equals how like if you like the outfit
Yo,
at whether it
you
look.
hit a valid point, bro. We can't give that same level of tone in our compliments because it's taken as something else. We got to be OD. Like if it, like you said, if your wife comes out the room dressed up and you like, oh, you look nice, she'll be like, I look nice. Like, nah, like what don't you like? So I'm just all right. I'm just out here looking okay. Like I did not say all that. I actually said you look nice. But they do the same to us. It's wild. Like when they come out and they dressed up nice, we gotta be like, babe, look at you. Where you going? You know what I
Oh,
mean?
all
We gotta be
right,
mad
yeah.
extra.
Don't
Oh,
start
God,
nothing.
you might not make it out. You know what I'm saying? We gotta be so extra.
Even though you ain't gonna do shit, you ain't gonna do nothing. She look good as hell, but you tired. You ain't about to do
He hit
nothing.
you with a fan you off like fan you off like yo, you stupid.
She hit you with the okay. All right. So what you gonna do if I stay in? You're like, oh fuck.
Pull my card. Pull my card.
That was rhetorical. That was rhetorical.
I mean, play Scrabble. Like, I don't know. Like,
Now
just
you gotta stay with it. You know what I'm gonna do if you stay home. You know what I'm gonna do. You gotta stay
Yeah.
with it, bro. If
no,
it's there.
you gotta do something that you know. You gotta say something that you know that she's not gonna like, but it's gonna like I'm gonna fuck your hair up tonight. She like,
you know
let me
what?
go outside. Let me go ahead. Let me go ahead and go outside. My friend.
Excuse you? I just paid $175 to get this hair laid.
You trying to get your hair sweated out?
Laid, hair laid, fried,
Nah.
dyed, and laid to the side.
So, ladies, if you're listening this far, then I want you to understand that this is a mind fuck. It's like, what are we supposed to say to you when we think you look good, but like maybe we had a long day. You know, maybe I had a long day sitting in this very chair, not commuting to the office, but like I had a lot of emails to read, and I'm just mentally exhausted. You come in looking all good, but all I got to give you is, wow, baby, you look great. What if that's all I got to give?
All right, so look here. How about this? I just thought about this to add to the top, and this kind of like a question for both the men and the women. What happens when your partner don't really think you look good no more? Like, is that how do I look? Do they even answer?
Yeah, you gotta lie. That's a part of the deal. Like you gotta
Or
lie.
head nod, like
You have to lie and motivate. That's what you got. You gotta lie.
that's if you
and
plan.
motivate.
Yeah.
Like
I just thought about it, like, damn.
that's what.
But yo, question though. But like, how
Go ahead.
bad does somebody have to look for you to like literally not like the way they look anymore at all? Because a lot of times, like
You want me to answer
love
that?
will make you see people through like
kinda-
rose-colored
Easy
glass.
for me.
Really? Nah, man. Like I just feel
Wait,
like
what'd
there's
you
a
say?
certain love makes you look at people through rose-colored lenses, bro. Like
Love is blind.
you see. I'm not saying. Listen, I'm not saying that it's the
Says
same.
listen to the nigga. He got glasses, so he know
I
what
got
it
glasses,
takes.
I got lots of pairs. Bro. I got a few pairs sitting around here. But like how bad? I'm just thinking, like how bad
I
would it
don't
have
think
to
it's
be?
that bad. See,
Really?
I used to say this a lot in the
I'll
first,
wait.
and I used to say this a lot in the beginning
I already
of the
know your
pod.
answer.
I compartmentalize a lot. Like I can't help but to do that. So I can be deeply in love with somebody and that not really affect how I feel about you, but also be like, damn, I'm not attracted to that person like that anymore. Those two things can exist for me. And now it's at the crossroads, like, which one bothers me more or which one is more important? And that's why if I was in that situation, and I have been before, you gotta lie and motivate. You gotta like keep the love going while also trying to motivate that person to either dress up more. Cause sometimes it's just like I haven't seen you dress up in a while. That can easily happen, y'all, especially in quarantine time.
We need to
Oh,
dig. We
yeah.
need to dig into that further. I don't want to detract from
Go
the
ahead.
question though. But
Go
like
ahead.
like digging into that further, and I want to give Zoe a chance to respond on like, can it get
Don't
that
forget
bad?
though.
Let me actually. I won't forget. But go ahead, Zoe.
I've had an experience in a point in time in life where you just weren't attracted to that individual anymore, physically attracted.
But what Cleveland was saying, and I know you're going to answer to this, but like your situation was like valid. He said, "How bad does it have to be?" And like yours
I
was
was about
like,
to-
"No, I co-sign
yeah.
what he said."
Yeah, so and I'm not going to because get into it, but it like what Var is saying, like if they are a completely different, well, I can't even say that sentence nowadays. You can't say it with a different person because that might be taking definitely the wrong content.
Nah,
But
she in a different weight class. She's not featherweight no more.
yeah, well, I wasn't gonna say that, but yeah, it you now are a different individual than who I like. You're not in the close realm of what the origination was. Unless something happened to you and I look like if there was like a car accident or something, then okay, that's different. You might not be physically attracted to the person, but you already invested and you love them.
Right.
But that's like something happening that's out of their control. When it's in their control, then that's where I don't really have like patience. I get frustrated very quickly because I feel like I work hard to keep up the interest, the look, whatever it is. Like it's
Try to
it's not
maintain
even
what got her here.
yeah, it's not even in my subconscious. It's like forefront
Yeah,
thoughts.
yeah.
Yeah, to me, I mean, I think is a certain threshold for sure, and maybe I'm different too because like I can't hold somebody to a standard that I'm not holding. I gained 35 pounds since 2020, like being in quarantine, right? So like I got
Circumstances are different.
I gained
around.
20, but I dress good.
Well, I'm glad you said that because that's back to my point I was going to make, right? That getting dressed up part is so important for me.
Yeah.
Like I want it, like to me, even when you don't even realize it, like you might realize, like, Dag, I haven't seen you dress up in a while. Can you dress up? But sometimes it's just like when you've been chilling for so long, especially being in quarantine, and then you
Yep.
finally see your significant other dressed up. It's like, dang, like
Then
okay,
you give
like
them the reaction they've been looking for. Well, goddamn,
exactly.
Look at you.
Who that is? Who that is?
Why is "look at you" a compliment in Black
I don't
culture,
know.
bro?
I don't know.
Look at you.
Well, ain't that
Like,
something?
Yo,
what does that actually mean?
Yo, I saw that as like a meme where they was like, "Yo, black people can't just say you look nice, like they say look at you."
Yeah, I saw that.
Or they be
Where
like,
you
or
going?
yeah, like that. Yo, we do got a problem. I don't know. It's a
What's the name said
pride.
that in her comedy special? Amanda Seals. She was like, "That's how black women compliment each
Oh,
other."
yeah.
Like, or they'll point out a color or a pattern, and be like, "Okay, polka dots. Okay." Snow." I'm like, yo,
Yeah,
that's
I feel like I've
black,
heard
only
that.
black people get that though. You know?
But
Like,
I
you know
feel like
what's
I've-
funny? It could be 3 people with polka dot, right? And you know which one is which one is yours.
you know
It's like,
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
You know, like, oh, that's she talking about me. Yeah,
She got the bigger polka dot. She got the
Right.
Minnie Mouse joints.
you just it's like I love black people, but Cleveland, you're hitting on a great point about taking the initiative to dress up. Right now, what do you consider a dress up? Do you think that they have to leave the house? Do you think that's just putting the moo away? Just like
I hope the boo boo doesn't exist.
the
Not yet.
moo doesn't exist in the
Not
Fontainebleau
yet.
household. the moves be out, bro. The moves be
Nah, we
out.
don't got those.
The moves in the Williams residence.
I don't know if they got moo. What's the translation in Spanish? I don't know.
Moo.
I'm gonna ask him like, yo, but like, cause I know you know what it is. That's the fun part about being married to somebody from a different culture. Is like their culture is very similar to ours as far as structure, behavioral, and
What's that song on it?
yeah, exactly. But the thing is, the nicknames for what they call the same objects, like they got a different name, and sometimes the English name is worse than the Spanish name because it sounds Spanish. Like it be sounding. So I'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna ask, what's a moo? What's your, and now I gotta describe it. You know what
like,
your grandma was wearing.
Yeah, what your grandma wearing when she don't put pants on.
And she over there making something rice and shit like
Right. You got waist trainer and you got faja. The fuck is a faja? Just little
You got
thing.
flip flops. You got chanclas.
Chanclas. Yeah, it's a thing.
It's different.
It's
Yeah,
a
man.
thing.
But like getting dressed up is like putting something on out of the norm. Like, what would you wear if we were going out? Man, that's hard to say. And like I see it in my mind, but it's hard for me to articulate it. Like,
are you speaking about effort?
I'm speaking about effort. That's what it
Yeah,
is.
effort's different
It's
because
about the
sometimes you just want, like, babe, I love you every day. Just like the way you wake up and all that shit. But like,
That's key. Effort is key because you could wear a t-shirt and sweatpants and a hoodie today, and it's like, but you wear a t-shirt and sweatpants and a hoodie another day, and it's like, okay, because it's the effort and presenting and the
that's why I'm
presentation
here.
Yeah,
completely different. That's what I was trying to articulate. Yeah. But that's what
the
it is,
effort.
man.
Effort is everything to me. Effort is everything because that's another thing. The person they could make themselves unattractive even without changing their physical attributes, because of no effort.
Effort.
Like, now you ugly
Together.
to me. It's like disgusting. Like I don't even want to look at you. I hate how you chew.
Or I think Kev said this back in the, yes, you know, I can't get to this point with somebody if they chew crazy. I don't give a fuck how good you look. Kev used to mention this all the time about when you are reminding people about how you want to be loved or what makes you, what brings excitement to you, and that's ignored. What are you then to do, right? Like, what is that
Puts you
part
in a
of
very sticky predicament. When
it does. It does. And it's like, I've been there and I'm frustrated and I'm bringing it up again. And just like, yo, my man, what you want me to do? What is it that you want me to do at this point? Right. And sometimes I don't know if maybe women you can answer this question. Is there something in you that just like, wants to ignore the needs of the man you love? Like, why is it just like going one ear out the other? But if it's somebody you're dating or just smashing, they get everything.
That's true. I was going to translate your first part. I was going to say in layman's terms, fuck what you talking about. Because that's what they hear. Like, we say something and they process in their head, like, fuck what he talking about.
Another black phrase that don't mean nothing but means everything is, oh, word, That's what they be saying. A word, bet.
How you say it? Yeah, it could be that.
But that's what they
that
say to us.
tone.
Like, okay. Like when your manager at work may give you an assignment that you don't feel like doing, you're not gonna take care of it right now. It's like, okay. It's like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do this shit. But thanks for talking. Thanks for telling me what you want, because I'm not gonna give it to you.
That's exactly how it be.
Why
But
is
nah,
that?
man.
That's what
Yo,
I'm
I was-
asking.
yeah.
I know, but I'm just like,
It's
it's
a great
bothering me
question.
because I'm now thinking about like not even my personal experience, but like even friends or seeing women that I knew how they were before they got in a relationship, and they're just my friends. I'm like, yo, but now like you pick the time to.
Yo, I don't know how candid I
Wait.
want to be. Go
But
ahead.
does that happen in reverse? Like,
For
do we?
men?
For men?
I'm just I'm asking like
Hold
because
on,
we're asking
that's,
women
that's a whole other section.
that
Let's,
question.
let's air our grievance, and then we can go to the next.
All right. let's make the bird fly, one wing on each side. Like,
Facts.
that's
Good.
Speaking of bird, this is really fucked up. And shout out to, I have a tree right in front of my window in my living room, and there's been a black squirrel that's been there all day, and he's scared to go down, and I feel so bad, but I can't do anything about it. I feel bad. Anyway, what I was mentioning is, so you say, women who you knew who they were, but when they were single, and now they want to choose now to be crazy, or to act up. When I was single, I didn't really have to ask much for women to do what I asked. I had to just mention it. Just, here's what I enjoy. And in one or two situations, it is provided. When you're in a relationship, it's like you gotta knock on the door a couple times. Hello. Come back again. Hi. Third, fourth time, it's like, just want to check on the progress of this thing. Just want to see where we are with this project. And it's just like you keep coming back and back and back. And it's just like, what the fuck?
Like, we ain't had to do this before.
Yeah,
No.
it's like it becomes a chore, and it's like, why does it become a chore? Like whatever it is. Now we ain't just talking sex; we just talking effort. Like why does certain efforts in certain areas become a chore when you've been with someone for an extended period of time, where you would go out of your way, even if it inconvenienced you, to give effort when it was like that dating.
There was no
courtship
barely
period.
commitment. Yeah.
Is there a pre-chosen and a post-chosen attitude?
Well, I would say this. I would say that this is proving our point that I'll give you your answer when she don't like you no more. Because the effort is weird, because I just don't understand that psyche. Maybe it's weird to me. I need someone to explain to me how when you do get with somebody, and I get being comfortable and no effort is not, that's two different things. And people be really trying to make one, they be trying to make one equal another. You could be a little comfortable and change, not do this everything, but no effort means like we roommates. You just lounging. Like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah, that's tough.
That shift, bro. Like y'all just said it. Pre-serious relationship, I think we've all had these experiences.
Mm-hmm.
Men generally give little effort until we know we're ready to commit. Then we commit. Our effort ramps up. our effort ramps up. And it's what I'm hearing is that on the flip side, women's effort ramps down. It's like they gave all of this effort during the courtship.
Got him.
Right.
Bait,
Right.
throw the
Like,
bait in, reel
so
them
like
in.
I think we've all had experiences with it, right? So like, why is that? Why does that
I
happen?
don't know, man. Do they think that we just stopped liking shit?
Yeah, like I'm like you good. They hit you with it, like their whole MO is you good. Like,
Nah, they hit you with the, are you still like that? We haven't had a conversation.
am I a different
about
person? Like, did I change
Yes.
me, nigga? No.
Yes. I love that, actually. It's my favorite thing, actually. I actually enjoyed it a lot. But getting back to like how we know if we're still fine to our fiancés and our wives, if you found out that you weren't the apple of her eye aesthetically anymore, what would you do about it?
I can't live with that conscience. So I go, y'all know me. Like,
Yeah.
it depends on what the aesthetic was. If it was something changeable,
Yeah.
then yeah. You can't, I'm
She can't like
sorry.
brown skin dudes.
Yeah, like I'm about to say I'm sorry to y'all, but she can't be like, I just want a dark nigga. Like, wait, hold up. That's not
out of
even
your
right.
control.
Yeah. I can't
stand
do
long
nothing.
enough.
I mean, yeah, exactly. I'll get skin cancer before I get like that's not gonna work. So
All
it
right,
can't be
man.
nothing egregious. Like you know what I'm saying? That can't.
Yeah, if it's something I can manage, I would definitely see what I could do to change it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and it's all in how it's delivered too. If it's delivered kind of
Yeah.
harsh, I might be like, well, listen, this is me. Take all of me or nothing at all.
You know what you got when you signed up.
But I
for
probably
this.
think about it. I probably think about it a little bit after a few weeks or something. Maybe
You
make a
was who
change.
you was when you got here. It's like this is who I
Exactly.
am.
He said
Accept
after a
me.
few weeks.
But you're
Yeah,
right.
but like,
Delivery is key. To be honest, I just want to know. Like I want to know because that's I don't know what is I don't know, man. I can't speak for other relationships, but like I just want to be like if it's anything I'm doing wrong, tell me. Right? If it's anything that you don't enjoy anymore, just tell me. I'd
yeah.
rather know so I can take care of it. It's probably the not knowing that will fuck me up. You just reviewing shit. You just like, damn, she ain't did. She ain't did
Yeah,
Or
that sucks.
this.
or
Hold
the
on.
knowing and not communicating and then bringing it up late in the game.
Like
Like
in the middle of an argument or
to me,
something.
that's the
Oh,
worst. Like, yeah, like you've been stewing on this for how long? This is news to me today, but you've been mad for 3 months
And
over
I
this.
don't like how you keep walking past the trash. You left that
Like, hey,
fork
why did
out
you
right after
say
I
that?
finished the dishes.
You've been holding on to that. You've been waiting
Like,
to
yeah, that
put
was
this out.
last Easter. Like,
and
damn.
that gummy bear bag been there for 2 weeks. Why did you just pick it up?
Oh my goodness.
That's not based on the true story because I can't have gummy bears because they have braces. So just so you
Yo,
know.
but I'm gonna tell you, can I tell y'all a side story that's kind of on brand, right? Y'all know I was the king of harboring some shit and then atomic bombing it, right? Like,
Wow.
yeah, like, yo, that's fucked up. Why this nigga ain't saying that? Because I am naturally a polite, nice person, and I like people to like themselves and me. So I try to be nice, but sometimes I let stuff go on too long and dance around it. So I don't know what the hell we was talking about, but I was talking to my wife. I'm like, yo. Oh, I was kind of the topic, like, yo, you don't appreciate shit. Like, you don't appreciate. I be doing all this stuff, you know what I mean? I do say that a lot, just joking with her, but it'd be like a half serious joke sometimes. But the other
Like
time, I
looking
just
at it
feel like,
like, do you appreciate me? Because you better.
yeah, you ain't like you say, you ain't saying nothing in a while, like a thank
Right.
you or none of that. So I guess I'm just supposed to do this.
I'm
Okay,
chopped
cool.
liver now. I'm just chopped liver.
Yeah. So I was like, yo, you ain't appreciate like that bag I got you, right? And I spent a boatload of money on this Chanel bag for her, right? I went to the Oculus and all that. Yeah, I mean, over in downtown Wall Street area. So I go down, boom. So what are you talking about? I walk all the way downstairs, go in the other room, grab the bag, bring it all the way up, and just toss it on the bed. I'm like, this bag. And she was like, where was it? I said, the fact that you didn't know where it was, that's a problem.
Right.
I was like,
What
I
you
said,
mean?
yo, yes, in the room, in the floor, somewhere. But she was like, I only wear it for when because it's a big bag. When I got a lot of stuff, I said, you changed your answer about twice already. I was like, you don't play. So then I told her, you know me, I had to throw the price in there because she had already like disrespected the item. So
Right.
then I was like, and I paid this for it, and she was like, you ain't pay that for it. And I'm like, what? And I said, yo, I'm like, why would I just say that? Like, I know I joke a lot, but I'm not joking right now, so I don't know why you thought
If
that.
L put the cents on it, it's official. He put the cents on it.
Yes,
It don't even matter what it is. You
if
know
I brought
Zoe's
the price
mad
up,
accurate with
then
money, bro.
yes. So
Just
I
he
don't
knows
play
where
with
he's
me.
going.
So I was like,
06. That nigga serious.
word up, because I got to take the 12% off of the coupon I found. So I'm telling her, I'm like, yo, I'm dead ass. I really like spent that. No, you didn't. Yo, I go on my phone, go to my little app, I pull up the credit card statement. Now, mind you, this was from 2020. We in
So you were scrolling.
2022.
You were
Oh
scrolling.
yes,
You
I
went
did.
through
No,
a few
because on the
statements.
bank app you go right to the month. That's how I
Yeah.
knew the month, and then I had to scroll down, hit the tab. So I was like, "Yo, this is crazy." So I showed it to her, and I'm like, "This is on Chase. I ain't make this up. I ain't PDF it. I ain't tell AJ to do no editing for me. Like this is it." And then she like, "Oh damn." I said, "What the fuck is? Oh damn." I said, "Did you think it was fake?" I'm like, "Did you think it was fake?" She like, I mean, I don't know. I said, well, you don't know. I said, you think I brought you a fake fucking bag? I said, I'm
That's
insulted.
crazy.
I said, yo, when I ever got you anything fake? I'm like, is that iPhone that you talking about fake? Like, it doesn't flip open and say Nokia under it? I'm like, no.
You should have showed her the picture of you in the Chanel store. Like, look, I knew this day would come, so here we are.
Yo, I was so mad. And then she was like, but you would do that? I was like, for myself, like, I don't care about wearing a fake book bag, a fake Gucci, because who the fuck cares? Y'all know I don't give a fuck anyway. What are you gonna say to me? So I'm like, all right, whatever.
You're not gonna wear a fake purse?
No, I said book bag, but okay. But yeah, I ain't gonna do no Jordans or nothing. I ain't gonna do no J's like foul. That's wild. But I was insulted, bro, and I was like, that shows. It's like they didn't appreciate. Like I said, I circled back around. I was like, yo, we do all this and we chop liver, like. So you don't gotta tell me.
Y'all told me this in advance, and I thought it was funny. Was like when you get the engagement ring, like everything better be copacetic for 2 months. Like, don't you look at me funny after I propose to you. You know how much that shit costs on your finger? Don't you dare. Don't say
nothing. You got a
nothing.
used Honda Accord on your hand right now.
Yo, I've been saying that. Word up.
Appreciate that.
But let's shift gears.
I said before I proposed, I wanted an engagement watch. I was like, I want an engagement watch.
Oh,
like
did you
after
get one?
I get the engagement, I did.
Got a Rolex?
I didn't.
It
even
was
think
Burberry watch. It's nice.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's
That's
fine.
nice.
When I was 10, this is mad irrelevant, but it just where my mind goes. When I was 10, my uncle got married to his wife, right? And this is when I had a box haircut and I went down to a low Caesar for the first time. Doesn't make sense, but I'm going to tell you why this makes sense. I was the ring bearer in the wedding, right? But they didn't have rings; they had watches. I was 10. Like, this shit is stupid. Like, in my mind, I was like, who the fuck has watches? Who would use watches at a wedding? And I was like, what the fuck is this? And I still think about that to this day. Like, would I give him a tip for watch? Fuck no, I ain't giving her no fucking watch. Hit this fucking
hell watch. Y'all gotta agree on that. That's something. That's like an internal. Yeah, they both like clocks or some shit.
I think they were the Jehovah's. So
okay.
I don't know what that has to do with it.
I have no idea.
They were Jehovah's, so I don't know. But I remember that shit as clear as day. Like, why am I carrying watches?
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So Cleveland, you were saying like we do it the other way around, but we can't. If we can't change it, we sometimes the pride and it's all based on delivery, right? So
for sure.
Have y'all already know I've delivered shit terribly, so y'all could I'll take check yes. But have y'all ever been in that
news? Yes.
Not bad. Yeah, well, not bad. Non-flattering because we not talking about bad news, but you know what I mean. Like
unfortunate news. Yeah, I had to.
No, not unfortunate. Like
you got bad news.
Yeah. Like that.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
I mean, y'all know I've done it, so.
It's not easy to do, but Cleveland spoke about it in the beginning. You got to have a level of self-awareness, right? Like, even if I was drastically out of shape, but I was working on it, and you're not doing nothing and you're just chilling, that's a problem. Because like at least work on this shit. Like, god damn, like you just gonna sit and soak and just
that's the effort. Back to effort. Because if you did and you like, you know what, but I be seeing her try, maybe just you hit a plateau where you can't, you know what I mean, whatever. But you still
or you're regrouping, and you want to shift to another workout or whatever. But it's the trying that matters to me. Like if I know that if I know that you're working on it, I'll give you grace. Like, because also for some people, it's a lot easier to lose weight than it is for other people, right? Depending on your family history, all that shit, all that stuff plays a part. And you can't just be so blind to be like, with your fat ass. Like, you can't do that.
Yeah, right? I would do that with my boys, but I would never do that. I would be coming on one of y'all niggas' couches, right?
But
me, I can extend that grace. I can extend the grace when you're trying, and even for a period of time when you're not. Like it's not like right away, like okay, like you're not giving an effort in an area. It's not right away when I notice that like the grace falls off. Like the grace stays for a while until like, and probably through multiple conversations. It's when the lack of effort is consistent after multiple conversations and after an extended period of time where it's like my grace is now wearing thin. You know what I mean? It's like not like for people you love, not like right away. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's funny how it all comes back to effort, but I don't like consistently repeating things that I feel like are good for. Maybe this is a pet peeve of mine. I know I'm delivering solid counsel, and if it's gonna be good for you and you ignore me, I'm pissed. Like if I say something twice or three times, and it's just like, yo, this is for your benefit. Like I'm solid right here with this area. Like I want you to be better with this, right? I'm trying to give you this based on either experience or expertise or whatever. And it's just like it's not just with like fitness or aesthetics. It's just like with all things. I get pissed off after you ignore my counsel for 2 to 3 times.
And sometimes, I mean, what I've learned, because I do this with Rashonda sometimes a lot, is like sometimes when you hear it, it's like an alignment that has to happen. Like you can have somebody that gives you great advice all the time, right? And maybe there's a specific piece of advice that just isn't sinking in. It's like life circumstances plus hearing it from someone else, like makes it click. And it's frustrating when you hear that person who already gave the advice. You're like, I said that already. Like, and you didn't listen.
Tiff just told me she does that with me. Like
She
like
you two with the pootie time.
she does that with me. She says that I'm one of those people. It has to dawn on me. It has to dawn on me for it to make sense. Because sometimes I feel like you don't understand. You don't get it, right? Based on my personality or what I'm going through at the moment, it's just like I hear it. It sounds like a good idea, but and then it hits me like a week later, and I'm just like, oh. But the reason why I don't like the flip is because I always think that my ideas are better than everybody else's. So take mine.
Yo, and that's like with Rashonda, literally, it's like that same thing. She'll tell me something, and it's like at the time when she tells me, I'm just not ready to accept it. I feel like for whatever reason, whatever it is, I'm like, nah, that's not it. Yada 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 yada. And then as sure as the sky is blue, something might happen. And somebody else will say it, or I'll just realize it. Like, even if somebody else says it, I'll just realize I'm like, yo, you were right. I told you, you need to start listening to your wife. Like, that becomes the whole thing. But like, but you know how it is. It's like sometimes you just need that, like, either outside opinion or a set of circumstances to prove it to you.
Like a +1. I get it. To kind of validate the experience. But y'all talked about it earlier. Y'all was peeking into that zone. But like, do you think you're still doing what you did to get her now?
I definitely am.
Okay.
I definitely am. I think I do more, way more.
Now?
Yeah, than even when I was when we were dating. I mean, yeah, I put in consistent effort. Well, I put in consistent effort in certain areas. I know I'm solid. Like I'm doing this, not just doing it, but like being intentional, being thoughtful. Right. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm doing much more than when I was
like.
courting.
Are you like a flower guy every 6-7 days?
Not every 6-7 days,
every 9 days. Every 9 days, switch it up.
I do frequently. Like when I know the move has kind of messed it up, but there was like this one vase that was on the desk when I saw them dead. Get it out of here. Just bring it. Go and no, yo, it doesn't even have to be something super crazy. Go to the grocery store.
You're going to the grocery store.
No, but it still means because you're thinking about it. It's like
will say,
I'm going to get eggs, bacon.
Next to us has heat. Like the grocery
store. A lot of grocery stores do
heat. The ones when I was in Jersey were not very good. They were like half the bitches was dying. It was just like I can't.
Depend on where you went.
They dead on the way there back to the house.
Yeah, because I used to. And that was the thing. I'd go shop and just bring them home. I wouldn't even say nothing. Just put them in the vase and just let her know.
Is it vase or is it vase? Because you said it twice.
I don't say vase. That sounds too fancy for me.
Oh, okay. I just say vase. I don't know. I've always wanted to know. I just say the little glass thing or porcelain where that the plants go in.
Well, I know you.
Since I'm wearing this bad boy jersey, all I'm gonna say is I've been in the game for years. It made me an animal. It's rules to this shit. And I wrote me a manual. Okay. Now,
for the 12-year-olds listening, what's that quote from and who said that?
That is Notorious B.I.G. and it's from the 10 Crack Commandments.
Thank you so much.
So, I would say I think I still do. Like I mean,
Hold on. You hear what he said, Cleveland? I
I heard
think
it.
I
That
still
was like a
do.
disclaimer.
no, whatever. Y'all, oh, see, it's that inflection, right? It was not talking about
Yeah,
the
I
tone.
think I
Exactly.
still
Well, sorry, maybe that's you see that's our love language, right? Or not so
right.
love language. Like somebody say it hard, you like, all right. But I don't do I still come every once in a while to flowers things. I'll do other stuff. I know that I'm not 100% who because our life has changed. Like we don't our circumstances, and
Right.
also I would say both of us have gotten. I mean, Cleveland been married for 2 years, going this
Coming on the
2020
three
to
in
three in the
November.
fall. Yeah, and I'm coming on eight, 8 or 9, eight this year. So, and a lot has happened. So,
Right.
I would say though, I would say quarterly. I try in my head. I have like a Google calendar in my head that just clicks like, okay, yo, you gotta do something extra, do something special, something
Yeah.
like that.
And you're almost at the point where your oldest daughter can like take care of your younger daughter and y'all can like step out for dinner.
Yeah, yeah, it's in that realm.
Almost.
Like, yeah, or at least even if we go like the maybe 2 weeks ago, we was like, yo, she was off. I'm like, we can go get a pedicure. Like I'll go with her, I get it done, but she winds up changing the menu and gets everything done. And so, but the
Because
effort
it's
was like,
free. It's
yeah,
free.
exactly. So the effort was like, yo, well, it's us, it's moments, it's something impromptu. So I think the things I do are different because it's
Right.
also based off our circumstances. But I know I still I'll put in effort like a mother.
So it's interesting because I think what y'all are speaking. So I think what Zoe said in the beginning of the pod is like he is very intentional about making sure that he's still in shape and like all of those things are like top notch. And it's because number one he's paranoid, but number two he just wants to make sure that he's presenting himself the right way for his wife, right? And it's like, and I get that it's a balance of both. For me, I think the pandemic kind of shook things up. Like, for a while, I'm like, how can I be romantic when you right in front of my face? What am I supposed to do? Like, you gotta. If she ever leaves to go somewhere, like for a day or something, she coming back to something crazy. But it's tougher to do that when you're like here, like, like how am I gonna? I'm a like candles, make the crib different kind of dude. But like,
You could
you
do
right in
that
front
while
of.
she sleep. You guys set your clock and get up.
But like,
And,
I mean, true,
or if
true.
she washing her hair, that's the extra long
Oh
shower when
my
they
god,
wash their
yeah,
hair.
it's a whole
So you
day.
got mad time to figure that out. Like you got to you got to have some shit in the stash, right? I told you it's the part of the
Yeah,
manual. You
right,
got to have some shit in the stash, like a snack or something. Your food may not so much unless you plan on cooking or doing something,
right.
but
And I don't.
something
That's
that
one thing I
is,
gotta do.
yeah. So you have something in the stash, a bottle of something, whatever, whatever. And for y'all, it's a little easier. Like we got kids, so it's like I gotta either get rid of them or here y'all gotta watch this
Right,
movie,
right.
something.
Just distract
But
yourselves.
yeah, do something, right? But I will pay attention to those time frames if I was
Yeah.
you or any other guys that don't have any kids is just in this pandemic state. And when she come out the room or talking along or whatever, the living room got to be set up something different. Or
Nah, you're right.
yeah,
My go to was picnics, and we still do. We
you
haven't
do
done
them
them
in the
yet.
house.
Nah. I actually have a picnic basket. We'll like go to a
Do it
park.
in the house like one day. Like I did that once. I had to get rid of the kids though on this one because they fuck
Okay.
shit up like when they touch the food and all that. So, but
Oh,
yeah, like,
oh,
start chewing like
baloney.
yo,
It's safe
don't
for
touch
you.
that. So what you do, like I said, one of them long shot, one of them long whatever. And if y'all order food or dinner or DoorDash or
Right.
whatever, and okay, the place, set up that picnic basket in the crib, hit your lighting system, whatever you want to
Right.
do, and even if y'all like sports, so y'all can watch the game or something. But it's just like and put two wine glasses and YouTube how to fold a napkin like on some origami shit,
Right. The things
and
your
you
mama
good,
didn't make
yeah.
you do when you was young. See, look,
Yep.
Zoe just talked about how he rusty, he ain't got it no more. He'll do a quarterly. Look at his shit. Look at this. Look what this nigga just gave
Yo,
us.
he dropped what was it? It was either season 2, an episode of season 2, or maybe season 1. He dropped the gem about how they had a date night in the car, in the backseat of the car. They was watching a movie.
Oh yeah.
In the backseat of the car, chilling. I'm like, that's a good idea. Like the kids is right there in the crib. You right there in the driveway.
That's crazy. Because thinking back at that time, me and Tiff used to eat dinner at the dinner table every night. We ain't probably eat dinner at the dinner table since that episode.
Wow.
Nah, because number one, things changed. We moved and shit. But like, it's just not a thing. Like we have to. This is like we're not even married yet, and like lifestyles are changing before our very eyes. Like she got a new job. I got a new job. We move physically, and it's like you have to kind of keep up with and make. I feel like you gotta have like cultural tenets. Like, what is non-negotiable for you? And I have a few non-negotiables that I take care of as often as I possibly can. But if you don't, the ebbs and flows of a relationship kind of like, or ebbs and flows of life kind of like wash you out. You're just like, damn, I remember I used to do this, I used to do that, and now I don't. So you gotta like take care of home and like have those things you do it all the time and don't waver from like date nights. You gotta have them.
Oh, for sure.
Yes, sir. Even if it's in the room, in the house, a picnic or whatever, like I said, tell her just I guess the best time for you because y'all in the a space y'all would have to you would definitely have to take the advantage of the either long shower, some odd phone conversation, or when she recording her joint, something where she's in a cave for
distracted, right?
and not just walking around because she gonna they'll ruin the surprise. What you doing? Why you got the
Nothing
basket
now.
for?
Yeah, bro. Mad questions, and then when you try, and they know like the more questions they ask, the more lies you're gonna run out of. So you just end up telling them like, "All right, I just got you something." Like, hey, so many questions. Why was you out so long? I had to get gas. You got an electric car.
That's Jay. That's
I
Jay.
was charging.
I was charging. That's Jay. I had to put my phone and the car on the charger.
Yeah, that's how it be though. Like sometimes you get the phone call like, "You everything okay?" Like, I'm good. I'm just at Target trying to get shit for you. That's all. No big deal.
Right.
But all of this to say, people, it's very important to maintain the level of intimacy, the level of spark that you got them with right now. And ladies, if you do nothing, if you hear nothing from this conversation, tell your man he look good. That's all. That's it.
And have some effort. Have some effort. You know what I'm saying? EFFORT. Go on, girl, and come please me. That's that was my Dolomite bag. It's my Dolomite bag.
Dolomite.
Go on, girl.
Exploitation. That's going, girl. That's
Gone.
crazy. With that, we're gonna get over to your favorite segment.
Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario?
Hey yo, Zoe knows this, Zoe knows that. So light skin, Zoe stay black.
Yes, y'all.
And you don't stop.
Rock on. Anyway, for Zoe knows, it was a eventful weekend in sports. We had the NBA playoffs, which y'all know is still going on, going crazy. Minnesota was eliminated by Ja Morant and his left-handed flip cup layup. And then he also had a monster dunk. Some wild, son. He wild out disrespected, homie.
He's next. Yo, his aggression when he plays remind me of like old school Russ. Like,
yeah,
just like the way he drives is like he trying to take somebody's head off. Like,
yeah, he's a better shooter there and has a little bit more finesse at the rim, like with the up and unders and stuff. He got a little bit more finesse than Russ, but the hops and the
aggression, yeah,
that's just bad, son. I advise everybody to go look at that. Go look at John.
At least my man ain't jump though. He didn't jump.
He tried to go for the charge, so he played it off.
For the charge.
He jump? Oh nah, you
if
wild.
He would have jumped. He would have been on the poster for sure.
Yeah, that would have been wild.
I think he would have missed it.
Oh, if he would have jumped, he would have missed it. Yeah, because niggas in your way. But it would have been a foul at that point.
Yeah.
But did you see where he jumped from? He jumped from definitely outside the circle.
Yo. Yeah.
Right before the dotted line. Like, you know how you got the semicircle right under the basket?
Yeah.
Right before the dotted line in front of the foul line. I was like, nah.
That's crazy.
And like he didn't just like rise up. He cocked it back.
He cocked it back, son. He went and touched the back pocket like he went to get his debit card and swiping on the nigga. Like that shit was crazy. So we had that. We also had Draymond Green. he been wilding this last week, the whole week between his Shaq in the fool moments, throwing the ball at people's head by accident. He hit Clay in the head, and what's my man who looked like Will Chamberlain? Otto Porter. Yeah, Otto Porter Jr. He do, yo. I can't unsee it, yo. Black Twitter put that side by side, like, yo, he's Wilt must have messed with somebody's grandma, and there was a picture of him. I was like, damn, yo, he looked just like him, yo. I can't unsee it now. But yeah, Draymond Wild, and now he had the wild play. He got ejected after Minnesota lost to what you call Memphis, game 1 yesterday. Did he get a flagrant 2 for swiping at the ball, air quotes, hits my man in the face with the right hand, then pulls him down with his jersey with the left hand, and talk about it was an accident. He is incidental. Like, yo, you can't use 2 hands incidentally, bro.
Nah, one.
Yeah, one motion. If he would have swiped at the ball, hit my man in the face, and then one, okay, you could boom, but that was too premeditated. And you know, every playoffs he always do some wild shit, but he got lucky. Golden State won by a point because Clay hit a clutch 3, and then still almost lost the game because he missed 2 free throws at the end. Yeah, this series, this gonna be a tough one for Golden State. I think they got enough firepower to get through it, obviously, but they can't be playing games like that because one of them Ja is gonna finish.
Yeah.
Yep. So and then you had the NFL draft. I mean, the Giants did all right. I don't really know some of the people because I wasn't really into college football this year. I was a little deflated after the Giants because usually I was like, okay, once we trash, then I go look and see who we gonna get. But I just kind of was like, all the way around. I know the Jets did pretty decent as well. I don't know how your Eagles went, Cleveland. You South Jersey.
I ain't even see. I haven't been watching.
Yeah,
watching. I don't know. Like I don't even know who's coming in this class. Like I don't know who's in this draft class to be. I know the boy. What happened with the boy, the quarterback? That's nasty. The Wiggins, is that his last name?
Where you from? What school?
I know it starts with a W at the end.
Is it Wells? What school he went to?
Liberty.
Okay. Gotcha. Yes, I mean it's good. I usually wait to the combine, even though none of that stuff matters because we can't play in the system. None of that matters.
Malik Willis is his name.
Oh, Willis. What school he went
to? Liberty. He got drafted to the
Liberty. Yeah, so we'll see what. Nice. Good luck to him. You know what I'm saying? More with NFL. The Raiders is dangling the carrot, the Colin Kaepernick carrot. That was a tough twist.
Somebody just bust a move, yo. I have no respect for we're thinking about it. Like, I don't want to hear Pete Carroll say nothing else.
Yeah.
I think he deserves a chance. He didn't do anything wrong. Like, I'm
thinking like bailout shit. Like, well, he deserves a chance if the coaches if the coaches, bro, you could press the button. You the owner, bro. So, yo, go get him in here. Just do it.
Exactly.
That's all you gotta say. You the damn owner. You paying the coach.
Hear nobody else dangling no carrot, man. Give my man a spot on the roster. Let him earn his position.
Or at least a full real tryout. Bring him in for full-fledged, original, not no stipulation, a real workout. Like a real whatever it is that y'all naturally do with everybody. Don't change the rules or do no sidestepping for him. You know what I'm saying?
Sean Watson can get a job. I think Kaepernick can get a job too.
Which is outrageous to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I love my brothers, but I mean, let's just be real. 20-something allegations of doing some wild shit versus just defending for what I believe in, which is my constitutional right. Come on now. Like, really?
It shows you the game, bro. It shows you the game. They stand against what they want to stand against, bro.
Selective.
Is what it is.
Selective outrage. You know what I mean? So we also had extremely important and extremly dope ass women's boxing match over the weekend. Katie Taylor versus the Bronx own Amanda Serrano. Ireland versus PR versus Puerto Rico. Serrano, it was a close fight. She had a couple of good popping rounds, but Taylor was the champ. I advise everybody to watch that fight. That was probably one of the best women's boxing matches like in a long ass time. So kudos to them too. That fight was a real ass fight, like a brute back and forth. better than most of the guy fights. That shit was
He was
crazy.
giving good combos, like hold the biscuits.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
different.
boop, wow. Like if you had to listen and watch with the sound effects, pop, 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 ah, like it was like one of those, like like
Like a
yeah. So I
blind man could
mean,
enjoy that.
yeah, because you hear that like it's contact. And then since we in the boxing world, Shakur Stevenson won and then proposed at the end of the fight interview. He actually proposed to his child's mother. So now it's his
Can I ask a
fiance.
question though? Why don't they talk about him enough? Like, he's a decorated boxer. Like, he's not like a
He's from Newark
scrub. Like,
too. Shout out to Jersey. He's from
yeah.
Newark.
Why aren't they talking about him? Like, it's not like he has like a measly belt. Bro has like a good 4 or 5 belts.
He
Just
got 4 belts.
chilling.
I think is a combination of promotion. Like you got the right team behind you and the right people putting you on, like amping you up. He should definitely be talked about. I know Stephen A. mentions him a lot, but he definitely needs better promotion to get his name out there. Lastly, we had the correspondence dinner. Sleepy Joe, as they call him, was on a roll. He was funny. He was bombing even on himself. He had a joke talk about the first president to hit the correspondence dinner was Calvin Coolidge in 1924, and then he was like, and at that time I was just nominated to, to one of the seats, and that shit, he was like, yeah, and I told him, yo, you'll be all right, Like Joe was kind of funny, yo, and then he roasted Trump. He roasted the GOP. He said this was the first time in 6 years that a president, had the dinner. He said because for 4 years we had a horrible plague, and then we had COVID for the last 2 years. So he was gunning, yo. I was like, God, damn. Yeah. So they was like, yo. Hot 97, shout out to Ebro in the morning. They had me dying. It was like, yo, he need to just do all his speeches like with jokes and before 8 o'clock. Because after that he start losing it. It's past his bedtime. Exactly. Like he be messing up. And then he had one. The icing on the cake was when he said to the GOP. So I'm not gonna make fun of him, but he wanted to let everybody know that all you Fox News supporters and people that all the people here from the GOP and from Fox News that are in the dinner were vaxxed, double vaxxed, and boosted. Because remember, they were all saying,
yeah, because they like anti-vax and anti-mask and anti-everything, basically.
Yep, he said, so all these people that you see here in the audience that's here from Fox News, XYZ, just to let y'all know, in order for y'all to get in the building, they had to be double vaxxed and boosted. So there you go. That was like his mic drop. I was like, damn. Sleepy Joe on the road, man. I don't know. I feel like Obama was writing them jokes for him. Nah, we do.
They both have writers for sure, but
I don't know, but Obama got that like dry, swift, like the TV show The Office humor. Like,
yeah, he
it should
have
be
like
funny.
quick wit for sure.
Yeah, because you got to think, ain't nobody right for Obama when he was in the speaking at the House. Remember that one time, and they tried to come for him because he was like, yeah, this is gonna be my last speech, and everybody got up and started clapping. He's like, yeah, because I won them all. And it was like, damn, yeah. So he got a little wit on him, but it is what it is. Shout out to Sleepy Joe for holding it down at the dinner and roasting everybody and their mama. That's what they get.
All right. So thanks Zoe for Zoe knows. So Zoe, keep the ball and give it to us. Give us that serenity prayer so we can get on out of here.
One, ask God to grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage and effort to change the things that you can, and the wisdom to know the difference between the two.
And just like that, ladies, do what we say, not and this, take care of your man. And let us know how that went, and we'll see you next week.
Peace.